recording this. So as I was just saying in a minute.
The bell is tolling. It's the coach, and this is Madden 19 on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll get a look at Le'Veon Bell, fresh off a 100-yard performance a week ago, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers as they get set to match up against the Cincinnati Bengals. With that, let's get up to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. For the call, we bring in our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Godden. To my left, Charles Davis. And Charles, you focus on this Bengal team entering play. They come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And the way they played last week defensively, you look at the tape, it looks like they had extra guys on the field, and they thoroughly shut down that offense.
We shut down Ryan Tannehill.
And the offense last week, they had
So we are playing 10-minute quarters now. I used to be playing 5 because I kept forgetting to change it. It is now 10-minute quarters. And the kickoff is out there. Switzer there to take it at the 9. And he is taken down at the 27.
Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
The Steelers much better in Madden than they are in real life at 4-1. First play is a run to Bell. Bell gets about 4 yards. Out 4.
defensively here, you're facing a top 5
Ish.
team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 20,
Another run. Bell spins off a tackle, gets to the 40.
Offense has to keep
His second rush.
the numbers for Bell on the ground in the game last week.
Jackson on the tackle.
Touchdowns, 2 of them on the ground, 1 through the air.
And it will always be a compliment to say that a guy's got a nose for the end zone, and he sure had it last week.
Bell going out.
They'll throw on first,
And Ben Roethlisberger misses that throw. He takes a shot.
and it's incomplete.
Incomplete. 2nd and 10. Vince McDonald as your target
Defensively right now in the NFL, ranked number 12 against the pass. It's quite a
for
number 1 in the NFL.
the pass.
Take those rankings
Wow.
right out the window, because this is what you prepare for.
2nd and 10.
This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the number 1 overall offense.
We have a phenomenal pass defense, a phenomenal defense this year. I'm actually okay with it. I'm happy with it. However, we're going to have to watch the tight ends. Vance McDonald out.
Big 10, it's Roethlisberger once more.
Caught by...
Side is complete to
We already have an injury. Caught by Rodgers for 12 yards.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
It's a rush.
Roethlisberger.
And Ben Roethlisberger misses that pass. He is 1 for 3 for 12 yards. That puts it at 2nd and 10. We're going to keep Sam Hubbard in. I don't know why I don't have Sam Hubbard in.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete.
And Roethlisberger back alone.
Completion on 1st down.
Le'Veon Bell out in the slot. They're throwing it.
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. This is caught
Antonio Brown catches it for 7 yards.
at the 40. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does.
It's a run.
They'll try and
And the blitz gets to him. Le'Veon Bell loses 1 yard. Not a big loss,
down after a loss of 1.
but this should be enough to force a punt.
Continues to play him.
No, they're kicking the field goal.
You know
Okay.
he has
This is a really, really long field goal.
To make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels.
And not close. It is no good. Boswell misses the field goal. We get the ball in
That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks
great.
to this field.
We will get the ball in great,
When you come into a game on the road,
great field position at the 48. That is a long, long field goal.
Sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they
58-yard field goal. Boswell misses it. Joe Mixon, space. Joe Mixon makes a man miss. He gets to the 36 of the Steelers.
that play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
We gash him for a big run. Now, with that being said, let's see if we can get a pass on him.
down by the defense, you've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
First and 10 for Dalton.
Looking for Green. AJ Green drops the pass.
The collision there.
Can't hang on after the hit
Second down.
from Burns.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown,
That
Orlando, Florida.
looked like it had potential. Well, it did if AJ Green holds on to it.
Again, Dalton on second.
Gets to Mixon. Mixon has room off of the screen. However, a man breaks off of his blocker. That gets to the 29. It is now 3rd and 3.
Third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass
Almost broke his bit. He got his 7 yards.
looked like there was an opening. Still ended up with a solid game.
John Ross coming in motion.
They look to throw on third.
Looking for John Ross. John Ross. John Ross steps into the end zone for a Bengals touchdown. 5:31 remaining in the first quarter. It's still early, but that touchdown is big. Gets us our first points. John Ross on the receiving end of a touchdown. That was a catch and run.
Of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in the
That field goal or that extra point is good by Riley Bullock.
The score 7-0. So that drive, 4 plays, and it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown.
4 plays after the missed field goal by Boswell. We go down and score. Bullock to kick it off.
To kick this one away.
Switzer takes it at about the 5
Switzer now to return.
and stood up at the 24.
Just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Ryan Switzer averaging 19 yards per return.
Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a
And we get to Ben Roethlisberger. Ben Roethlisberger fumbles. That is going to be a defensive touchdown for the Cincinnati Bengals.
Touchdown, Cincinnati. Huge
What is this celebration?
not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
Ben Roethlisberger loses the ball.
defense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way?
Only had to go a handful of yards.
They don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well.
Sacked by Carlos Dunlap. Bates picks that up, walks in
Here's Bullock now for the extra point.
to the end zone for the touchdown. And the extra point by Bullock is good. We go up 14 to nothing.
10-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Switzer takes the kickoff at the 5 again.
Switzer now to return.
I missed the tackle, first tackle. He gets hit by the second. He gets to the 22.
And the Steelers set to take the field.
Well,
Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important.
Steelers need this drive. We need to make a stop here.
Teams script plays, we know that, right? They have a
Le'Veon Bell
ball game
gets 3 yards.
between 12
Call it 2nd and 6. Okay, they give him 4.
Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
The blitz picked up. Ben Roethlisberger misses that throw.
Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time.
He misses the easy throws.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those
What?
are throws that haven't been
No.
available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
On who? On Carlos Dunlap. What? Okay, well,
A free
5-yard penalty.
jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
They only need a yard here. 3rd down and 1 after the penalty.
We collapse in and take down Le'Veon Bell for a loss of 3.
It's a loss of a full 3 yards.
And we force a punt.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first
Very good
not just
punt.
line, because they're
We get the ball at the 17. There is obviously no return because that is out of bounds.
backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you
4:03 remaining in the first quarter here.
did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's
Joe Mixon
They start on the ground.
tackled for no gain.
The line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play
Pass caught by,
between the second and
I
the
believe that is AJ Green. Yes, it is.
For Green a week ago,
That is 1st and 10.
9 yards and a touchdown.
Liked the look I had.
loves this match.
Call slants, single safety.
Going against is in the bottom.
No one there to cover AJ Green. That
He had to
is a
circle this one up.
completion.
Said to himself,
Mixon
"Should be a big game."
makes a man miss. Cannot make the second miss. He gets to the 41.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have
That is 2nd and 2.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the
Well, that's going back.
They really wanted him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Legal forward pass. I wasn't home paying attention. That puts it at 3rd and 6.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it.
I want to see how close I was to being over. I was way over. Way over. That's unfortunate.
The guys who just gave up that play.
We're gonna see if we can run that same play again.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. Now he's flushed out left. And he will go down outside.
Receiver didn't go where I wanted it to.
Trying to get away, but could not. Stephon to it.
The receiver didn't go where I wanted it,
Numbers and drop.
and the game didn't register as me pressing the button.
Defense always keeping the offensive line on their toes, or I guess on their heels and back.
They are certainly
That happened. That's on me.
56 sacks as a unit in 2017. led the NFL, they certainly live up to their nickname, which is Blitzburg.
Now Brown.
Antonio Brown makes a lot of Are you kidding me?
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Out comes
It's on me.
the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by
Oh no.
the punter no longer
Oh no.
offense. That's how they have to treat
Jackson, get to Brown. Get there.
Kiss him goodbye. And he just falls short down at the
Tackle him at the 1. That's on me. I really keyed in on the run there.
Burger to Brown, 65 yards. Well, that didn't take very long. You mentioned you have to keep him under wraps. Avoid the big play is what you said. And
Here I am. I can show you exactly what went wrong. I know exactly what went wrong. I'm keying in on a run. I called a run blitz. This for me was run formation. They got me on the play action. Antonio Brown is alone, and well, Bill Jackson gets down there to make the tackle at the 1. Touchdown saving tackle.
take over this game.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown.
Le'Veon Bell scores the touchdown for the Steelers. 7 seconds left in the quarter.
9th touchdown of the season.
To make this a 1-point game.
Close game again.
Brandon, my man, just
And McCray cannot make the block.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game.
2 plays, 66 yards for the Steelers.
Strikeability as we saw on that drive.
Oswald to kick this away.
because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's
I'm bringing this out.
how they're going to hit them. This group is well
We have space.
well coached and extremely confident in what they do.
Make one man miss. Can't get past the second. That ends the first quarter, though. We get to start the second. We get very.
Sunday returns following this.
The NFL
Very good positioning.
is presented by Snickers. You're not you and you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Back here with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We've had the kickoff to begin the first quarter. Now it's time for the second quarter.
We get the ball at the 25.
Excellent field position here.
Phenomenal field position for us. I kind of like what I'm seeing here.
Dalton with a give here.
Never mind.
And not much.
Joe Mixon gets 2 yards.
23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the meat and
Oh, this one's going to be awkward because we're giving this ball to Tyler Croft.
that they can run through.
Tyler Croft. Bowling through. Gets a yard.
A yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to
Joe Mixon
and not be deterred.
gets to the corner, makes one man miss, and is tackled.
Fancy footwork on the juke, but
Get
quickly taken down.
4 yards there.
Be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
So I'm going to fake this.
Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. From the right hash, it's a 35. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. The veteran Morgan Burnett there on the coverage.
Well, the element of surprise was there. All right, there's no doubt about it. For us, maybe. But not for the
What a great play by Morgan Burnett.
the fake field goal attempt.
I guess, though, if you're trying to pick up the first in that spot, why not let your QB throw the ball, right?
Thinking that might be a better
Instead
way
of
to
your
go.
kicker. Yeah.
Tyler Croft would have probably been able to walk into the end zone. What a play by Morgan Burnett.
1,000-yard season may be on pace to just tear past that, Charles. Defensively, they need to pay a little bit more attention.
That didn't work.
I think so because remember, throwing the football, that can shred a defense quicker than anything else because as soon as the catch is made, he still has the ability to...
What is Ben Roethlisberger doing?
Bad hit, and he lost the football. It's loose, and the Bengals have recovered it.
I'm
Already had the one fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles
curious.
in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Gotta find a way to take care of it.
And Joe Mixon loses 2.
Maybe someone different at that position.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And Andy Dalton takes a sack.
Too much here. He's going
Hargrave. Javon Hargrave makes the sack.
with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed back.
3rd and goal from the 13.
Couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Dalton on 3rd and goal. On the right side, caught by Green.
Didn't really have much.
He'll get it down.
AJ Green gets down to the 7.
Wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch.
We kick the field goal. We go up 10.
Effective, able to step
Not much we can do about that. I'm upset. I'm actually a little upset with it.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage.
We get the fumble. Only had to go a handful of yards.
a lost opportunity.
We lose yards on the rush. We get sacked, and then we only gain
And this will not be returned.
6
Out of the back of the
on
end zone for a touchback.
the first down or on the pass.
Making his way back out onto the field now. And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season towards
6:06 remaining in the second quarter.
keep up this production.
And Roethlisberger, who's had 2 fumbles, is going into the shotgun.
Defense endures even in bad weather, right?
Pass to AB, and that goes to the 33.
Down the stretch,
It is now 2nd and 2.
stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger.
Antonio Brown, again.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Roethlisberger hooking up with Brown to get the Steelers a first.
And there's a man they call AB, always a volume receiver. He gobbles up catches. Holds a number 2.
I may regret this.
For most receptions in a season in NFL history. And in 2015,
Oh, thank God it wasn't play action that time. Le'Veon Bell gets or loses 2 yards. Oh,
136 catches that year on the heels of
okay, my soul. Thank you.
we just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game.
Oh shit, we went.
Point of attack. The offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now is
And we sack
loss here as he's taken down.
Ben Roethlisberger for
Almost done with
15 yards.
get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top
Oh,
5.
CPU usage.
2 more to his total.
So the sack, and now a 3rd and long
Carlos
situation.
Dunlap gets his
And Ben Roethlisberger
8th sack on the season.
from the shotgun. It's Roethlisberger.
And fumble, but it is recovered by the Steelers.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
Kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking...
AJ Green open. AJ Green getting some space, and he gets tackled.
I don't know about that. Super tough.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
2:20 remaining in the second period. For the second quarter, I'm sorry, not second period. Joe Mixon has space. Joe Mixon tackled at the 29. 2nd and 3. That's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. That is the 2-minute warning. 17-7. We have 3 timeouts. We're just going to get back into it.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress.
Another handoff. And we lose a handful of yards, or we get a handful of yards, I mean. That puts it 1st and 10 at the 23. We have all the time in the world. We're actually going to milk this clock a little bit. I don't want the Steelers getting the ball back before half to try and go down and score some points. I definitely don't like looks of taking a pass opportunity here. Handing off to Tyler Croft. Tyler Croft gets 3 yards. Makes it 2nd and 7. We're just going to keep running the ball. Okay, no we're not. Yes, we're just going to keep running the ball right now. Playing a little conservative here at the end of the quarter. I know. Running game is working. Joe Mixon bounces off of a man. Joe Mixon gets to the 10-yard line. 9th rush, 50 total yards.
Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down.
Well, that was deflected. Okay. There was an injury.
Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight.
We're going back to running. I really thought maybe a throw there when Joe Mixon bounces off of a man. That makes it 3rd and 10. We might just let this clock run down. Take a field goal.
2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it.
Makes that field goal a little shorter. Wait for it. Call a timeout there with 2 seconds remaining in the quarter.
With 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half,
we'll send Riley Bullock out one more time. 21-yard kick is good from Riley Bullock. We take a 20-7 lead in halftime.
And it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll begin with an interesting one in the AFC. The Chargers heading east to take on Cleveland. And it is the Chargers who have the lead in that one. The veteran, Phillip Rivers, with a couple of touchdown passes there. Next, we head off to check out another game. And they've got the lead in their matchup with the Tampa Bay Bucks. Calvin Ridley, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Lastly, let's check in at our nation's capital. See what's happening with the Redskins at home at FedEx Field. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting Carolina Panthers. Chris Thompson with a touchdown run. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach.
I wouldn't really call it a back-and-forth half. We are up 13 going into the third quarter. Boswell kicking it. We will be returning it. Phillips, who had a big return earlier, gets around 1 and does not get past the second. He gets to the 30-yard line. Well, we're sticking with the rushing game. It did well for us at the end of that game quarter.
The put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
Joe Mixon gets a handful of yards, gets to the 37. That makes it 2nd and 3.
Even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive.
And we're going to actually run this clock a little bit.
With another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Again,
Joe Mixon rushes for 7 more.
they'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Joe Mixon is going to be our bell cow here. Mixon loses a yard. Makes it 2nd and 11. That is the 3rd tackle for the loss.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Mixon fighting forward. Gets to the 48. 3rd and 5. Tyler Eifert goes out with an injury. Of course he does. That's his specialty.
You got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw.
And Dalton gets hit as he throws. That falls incomplete. We don't get a whole lot. Is 4th and 5. Cameron Hayward gets to me. It's to Andy Dalton, I should say.
Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
This could be a very good punt. Come on. And goes out at the 3. I'd say that's a good punt. Steelers get the ball at their own 3. That ball's spiraling. Steelers get the ball at their own 3. 7:47 remaining in the half.
If they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again, so it's not picking up a couple of first downs.
Okay. And Le'Veon Bell loses 2 yards. On 1 yard. Our phenomenal rush defense holds.
They've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just 1 big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense.
Le'Veon Bell gets to the 2.
And that just means you're 1 big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And he gets back to the original line of scrimmage. Makes it 4th and 9. With the wind. We should get this in good field position. Phillips gets to the 34. Great field position with the rain, with the wind.
Officially give him 15, and the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out.
Okay, injury for Pittsburgh. Okay, well, that one was a dangerous throw. It falls shortly. It falls safely to the ground. Mixon gets a couple of yards to the 32. This field goal will be a long one. It shouldn't be that bad because the wind's at our back.
7 yards to
3rd
go.
and 7.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty
That
good about
is-
getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 3rd down.
And Mixon loses a yard. Makes it 4th and 9. 2 yards. Ooh.
They lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line.
This is going to be rough.
If you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
Riley Bullock makes it 23-7. I clicked Eric's a little too early and then a little too late.
Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, but 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Okay, can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice.
Bullock with his 3rd field goal of the day makes it 23-7.
Get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. But
Hands it off. As space. Doesn't get a lot. Gets 2 yards. Marquise Pouncey going down with injury.
and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Hands it off again. And Bell hit at the 27 at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 8 again.
Well, it hasn't been a whole lot of fun for Le'Veon Bell in this ball game, trying to find room to run the ball. I'm sure they're going to have to change some things up because he's so versatile. They've got to get the ball in his hands somehow and create some space because they're losing this game.
Well, defensively, you got to key
And we get to Big Ben after having some struggles there. Carlos Dunlap gets his 10th sack on the season.
him, and that is
And they have to punt.
on the year.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is
Oh, shit.
a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them.
I
Those guys, they've given up a whole
wasn't paying attention there.
speed and quickness. That defensive line is eating them alive.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
And we're probably playing really conservative here.
1st and 10 at their own 43.
We've had some favorable field position. 1st and 10 at our 43. Nixon again gets tackled at the 45. It gives us 2nd and 7.
Rushing 3 yards in a cloud of dust. In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now Mixon.
Okay. Another 3 yards for Joe Mixon. That makes it 3rd and 4.
And about 4 to go.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to
2 minutes, a little under that now,
this case. How about
remaining in the
coming up and making the big-time play?
On the ground with a
Tyler Croft getting around, bouncing off of a man, gets the 1st down.
tackle, helps lead to a 1st
Makes it 1st and 10 at the Steelers 44.
moves the sticks.
Burns on the tackle. We'll be snapping this ball with under 110 remaining in the 3rd.
This is
Mixon tackled for
met at the
a loss of 1. They actually don't give me anything.
line on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Joe Mixon gets it again.
Mixon.
Tackled
Nice job to break the
at the
not much daylight out.
42. Makes it 3rd and 8.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And Andy Dalton loses the football.
Dalton lost the football, and it looks like Steeler football. It is.
There's our first mistake, something we can't do.
So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching
That we cannot do
on EA
against
Sports.
this team. Andy Dalton turns it over.
Now in Cincinnati.
We're still up
It's the Steelers
23-7.
here as we get going in
But against a team as good as the Steelers, we cannot do that. They throw a screen, they lose 2 yards.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one.
And I jump.
Holding them down was
They were about to run. They were about to lose 5.
Guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
Leading here in the fourth.
Defense.
They get 2nd and 7.
A little antsy on the left.
It could have been 2nd and 17.
The DN there on that one, and let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. He'll find
Juju Smith-Schuster, touchdown.
into the end zone.
I call a run blitz.
As his guys are in for 6.
That makes it a 9-point
Recovery leads to 6.
game. Well, they're going for it.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll try to run it in with
Le'Veon Bell gets stuffed. They do not get it. It stays a 10-point game.
as it will remain a 2-score game here in the fourth. Boswell on
Now our run game is really going to be tested.
and this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Joe Mixon.
Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. So after that hot start, the numbers here
Not great in the second half.
done adjustment-wise.
Sometimes when you have a running back who's getting off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocks.
Bounces off one tackler. And, well, he only gains 2 out of that.
Line of scrimmage. Okay.
Makes it 2nd and 8.
Joe Hayden there to bring him down.
Well, Brandon Pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go.
Okay, well, Joe Mixon, big run. Gets him over 100 yards. 21-yard rush.
Deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
We will be snapping this under the 8-minute mark. We will be snapping this closer to the 7:50 mark.
In the offseason,
About 7:55 is when we will be snapping this.
in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Mixon a big hole. However, he gets hit.
Takes to midfield, but no
Gets it
further. Just a yard
1 yard to the 50.
defensively
Williams with the tackle.
here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference.
We'll be snapping this ball
Blitz,
at about 7:15.
leave someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Another couple of yards. Mixon still carrying people. Gets to the 43. Makes it a 3rd and 2. We will be snapping this ball around 6:35.
Bottom
We
line,
are just slowly moving downfield.
they just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Enough for a first down for Giovanni Bernard. That's the first time we've seen him today. That is 5 yards for Giovanni Bernard.
This drive starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this
We're going to throw this one, see if we can catch him off guard here.
we've ever talked to. Says,
And no, we're not. We're going to keep this going. Andy Dalton's going to slide down at the 30. Gets it 2nd and 2.
He'll get 8 on the
We
screen.
will be
Second and a couple.
snapping this
his progressions, not there, not there.
at about the 5:03
Pull it down and run for it.
mark.
Down and avoids the hit for good measure.
5:04. Mixon gets a couple yards. Gets the first down. 120 yards for Mixon today.
5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
DJ Watt with the follow. Good Lord. That notification scared me. Ryan's Girl 0613. Thank you for the follow.
Late in ball games.
All runs on this drive so far.
I've had no background noise from my computer all afternoon until now. Joe Mixon runs it, gets about 4 yards.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the
TJ Watt on another tackle. We'll be snapping this ball under 4 minutes. We're running the exact same play every single time right now. We'll be snapping this ball about 3:45. Exactly at 3:45. Mixon gains 1 yard. Third and 5.
The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
We'll be snapping this at about 3. We could probably snap it at about 3:05. We can actually snap it a little after that. Or to snapping it at 3:02. Mixon gets some space. Makes one man miss. Running and gets down at the 1. However, John Ross is injured on the play. That stops the clock as Mixon's 500th rushing yard on the season. Again, though, the timeout stops the clock.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space.
Giovanni Bernard stuffed in the backfield. Loses 3 yards.
Back to the 4-yard line.
John Ross dislocated his shoulder.
Now it's second down.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought
Mixon, Joe Mixon back in the game.
it's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
Joe Mixon held up. Gains 1 yard. That'll take us down to the 2-minute warning.
Forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory.
3rd and goal from the 3.
It's a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. They'll come out in the pistol.
Joe Mixon gets the ball. Bounces off 1. Loses a yard. Steelers call a timeout.
Nowhere to run. This time maybe we'll get back to the line.
Gets back. We don't get back to the line of scrimmage. No touchdown for Joe Mixon. The only thing he doesn't have so far this season.
Men back out onto the field for the defense.
Riley Bullock got to kick the field goal.
Trots the kicker in a big
And it is good.
dash here. Should be an easy one. And Bullock will put this one through.
Gives us a 13-point lead.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the
1:53 remaining in the 4th. The Steelers will use one of their timeouts. We held that ball for a while. Ryan Switzer gets to the 30. Mark at the 29, actually.
turn as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
We're going to go a little softer coverage.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. Able to fight through one tackle.
Le'Veon Bell gets 10 yards.
40.
However,
11 to kick off the drive. And it's
they're still running the ball.
first down now, but that clock rolling. Now Roethlisberger on first down.
Going deep. Not intercepted, knocked down. Juju Smith-Schuster can't get to it. No one can get to it.
First INT of the game. Instead, second down.
This is 2nd and 10.
Definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready.
Ooh,
They've got the lead.
interception would have ended it.
Maybe can expect more pass.
Really, anything. This game is far.
Here's Roethlisberger. Throwing over the middle, and it's in.
That was almost caught. I'm glad it wasn't.
We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's
3rd and 10. Very much 4-down territory.
just about every time.
And they've held them in check.
Intercepted, never mind.
Intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Darquez.
Darquez Denard does a flip in the air. I just wanted to fall down.
Obviously,
Darquez Denard.
to go for broke here, down 2.
Interception that ends the game.
Some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception.
And then there's the backflip. That's going to be our thumbnail, guys. That one ends it. We give the ball a handful of We're going to give the ball a handful of times to Joe Mixon just to ice this one.
Points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And
I'm assuming they're going to call some timeouts here.
chip shot field goal. Maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right.
Yep, there's one timeout.
They didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
That is the first timeout for the second timeout for the Steelers.
They'll stay on
Mixon, first
again.
down, and way more. Mixon gets down to the 5.
And mark him at the 5. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. As they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll give it to
Mixon stopped at the 4.
Here, he can fight only the back.
I just can't get in the end zone with him.
Time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that
I just
As the offensive
haven't been able to get Joe Mixon into the end zone today.
running play, you may have to go to the air.
They'll give it to
And he is stopped at the 2.
that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Calling a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
What a stand.
Stopped at the 2
And now that's
again.
4th and goal.
Now this feels like old school football because this has turned into a good
I just want Joe Mixon to get in the end zone here.
offense. What do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
They'll try and run with Mixon.
And to end the game, to salt it away, to just throw salt in the wounds,
Great effort.
Joe Mixon finally
Touchdown to the
gets in the end zone.
Eagles add on to their lead. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I
That-
think it's really
that
exciting. Fantasy
Garbage time touchdown.
points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Garbage time touchdown for us to end the game.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
And that wraps it up. We beat the Steelers.
Action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams battle.
We played great.
You know, didn't
We actually played. That was probably the best game we've had all season.
but they still competed until the final whistle.
Real quick, let's grab a thump. We have 199 rushing yards.
Strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will hit the road
5
next week
and
to take
1.
on the
Next
Kansas
week
City
we play the Kansas City
Chiefs.
Chiefs.
The loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in week 8. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time.
I said I was gonna make this the
on EA Sports.
Make sure that actually saved as a fucking image. It'd be my luck that doesn't save as an image. It did. Alrighty. Let's go over stats real quick. Total offense 273 to 136. 26 rushing yards to 199 in our favor. Our rush defense holds strong. 110 passing yards to 74. We didn't throw the ball a whole lot. 12 first downs to their 5. Punt return yards, we had 33. They had 14. Kick return yards, we had 103. They had 78. We had 1 turnover. They had 3. Their down conversions, we were 4 for 12. They were 0 for 6. Fourth down, we were 1 for 2. They were 0 for 0. 2 points. We never went for 2 points. 2-point conversions, they went 0 and 1. Red zone percentage, they were 1 for 3. We were 4 for 5. We had 1 red zone touchdown, and they did too. We had 3 red zone field goals. They had none. We had 3 penalties for 15 yards. They had none. They had 12 minutes and 55 seconds of possession. We had 27:05. And again, your final score is Pittsburgh 13, Cincinnati Bengals 33. Andy Dalton completing 55% of his passes for 83 yards and a touchdown. Ben Roethlisberger completing 53.8 for 138 and 1 touchdown with the 1 interception and the 2 fumbles. Hit save real quick and then we will be done. On things today, Twitch. If you're seeing this, well, we'll see you guys next week. We have a couple upgrades. Auto upgrade.
Now, let's take a minute to see how you
Advance the week. Week 7. We can see standings real quick before we save. I don't know why this is a 1 o'clock game, because real life it is an 8 o'clock game next week. AFC North standings. That's NFL. AFC North. Us at 5-1 are leading the division. The Steelers 4-2 are in second. The Ravens are in third. The Browns at 2-4 are in last. The Browns have 1 division win, 1 loss. Ravens have 2 division wins, 1 loss. This 1 loss came to the Browns. Steelers have 1 division win, 2 losses. That 1 division win came against the Browns. We have 1 division win, 1 loss. Our 1 division win has come against the aforementioned Ravens. Okay, now let's take a look at the AFC as in whole. Right now, we would be the 2 seed over the Patriots, actually. Us, Chargers, the Patriots, Titans, those are your 1. South, North, East, West, North, East, South. Then your 2 wild cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry. In the NFL, we are ranked 5th at 5-1. Only 2 teams undefeated, the Saints and the Eagles. Let's create a save point real quick. Save. That will do it for us, YouTube. Thank you for watching. We will see you guys next week against the Chiefs. Stay around and hang out. We're going to play some video games.